Hello everyone, I'm home. Welcome back to my channel. I told you in the last video that I had a couple of projects coming up that I wanted to share with you, and one of them is I'm helping a friend who's moving into her first apartment, and I was going around and thrifting. I did a little bit of this on our trip and a little bit of this today and yesterday, just getting some ideas for some things that she might want for her apartment that we could revamp, or sometimes it's already good, and just get an idea of the styles that she likes. You know what my style is, and I'm not real sure what hers is, so I've been sending her things off of the internet and pictures from the thrift stores and just kind of getting an idea what styles she likes, what colors, that type of thing. So I found, well, especially on our trip, I found some really nice furniture, but at that time I didn't know what she liked. So I'm going around getting pictures of fabrics and vases and furniture and different things like that. I was telling her I didn't want to overstep my boundary by any means, but I would be more than willing to help her, and she seems to be willing to let me help her, so I'm kind of excited about it. And I'm putting together a basket of things for a housewarming gift, and I want to show you all that stuff later. So while I'm in the store, I saw this cute little thing. I think this is one that holds like salt and pepper shakers that look like grapes. They kind of hang down on each side, but I thought that would be cute to sit in your bathroom or on your dresser to put rings and bracelets on. You wouldn't have to use it for a salt and pepper shaker holder, and it was 99 cents, but I didn't buy it. And then I saw these bowls, which was a different pattern of my moss rose, a different dish pattern. I saw this old rose lamp that I thought was real pretty. And this picture is from the internet, but as I was looking for styles for her, I saw this and I thought, that's me. Old, worn, chippy paint, different colors, time worn, well loved, flowers. I love everything about this picture. Now, this is two lamps in the same table, which must be from a shop or something, but oh my goodness, I love all that, every bit of it. And I was telling you in my last video that I had found a pair of pajamas at Goodwill. They were brand new, still had the tags on them, and they were $3.99. They look black here, but they're navy blue, and they're satin, and they're beautiful, and they feel so luxurious. The tag doesn't look like a real famous name brand by any means, but they were brand new and they were $4. They're 2XL talls, which I like my stuff loose, so it's fine. It's got white piping all around it. I think they're men's. I'm pretty sure they're men's. They kind of look like Hugh Hefner pajamas. All I need's a robe, but they're so comfortable, and I'm practically living in them. I kind of tacked the sleeves up a little shorter and I hemmed them, and they're fine. Now, I found this beautiful glass tray with little bubbles in the glass and a beautiful silver pewtery color on the outside, and I thought I would get this for my friend for her housewarming basket. Some of the stuff in her basket is going to be thrifted, some of it's brand new, but she's going to like it. I got her 4 of these goblets that have the little pearl stem and then this pretty little design. I thrifted those as well. They were 50 cents a piece at the Mission, and I brought them home and cleaned them up, and they are beautiful, and they look beautiful on that tray. Now, when I put glasses on my tray, I turn them upside down until I use them, because I think of all the dust that gets in them, but they look really pretty right side up as well. So yes, I am thrifting some things, but she knows I'm a thrifter, and she's going to be fine with that because she just likes pretty things like I do. So, not sure if she drinks, or you could use these for any kind of drink, though. You wouldn't have to use alcohol. But I thought they went really well with that tray, and that tray was just gorgeous. And I'm thinking the tray was $2.99. I think it was a charger because they had 3 of them, but they didn't have the 4th one, so I just got one for a tray. Then I found this, and it's more of a modern shape, maybe. I'd never seen it before. It's about 1 inch deep, and it's like just a little tray. It's long. It's about 11 inches long, but I bought it for her for a candy dish, and I'm going to fill it up with candy and wrap it up in saran wrap and put it in her basket. And this is one of those things where I'm like, I love that. I tend to buy my friends things that I love. But you know what? When they come to my house, they love my stuff. So maybe she'll love it too. I hope she does. Then I picked her up some just little odds and end things that everybody likes to have. The little magnetic notepad that she can put on the refrigerator, and some of those chip clips. Those come in handy for so many things. And then the bottle of hand soap, which is a smell that is called sunflower citrus, and I didn't know what that would smell like, but it's got the most beautiful oranges on the outside and sunflowers, and so pretty, and it would be pretty for summer or fall. And I smelled it, and it was just absolutely divine. So I think she'll like it too. It smells citrusy and a little bit of cloves maybe. But I thought the bottle was so pretty. You go into TJ Maxx and those kind of places, and they have so many different fragrances and pretty bottles. It's hard to choose. I was standing there sniffing all of them. And then I got her and I both a set of these. They're the silicone ice cube trays that look like roses. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. And I tend to put whatever I'm drinking in ice cube trays. Like if I'm drinking tea, I put tea in them. Then they don't water down your drink. And I just love them. And those were on clearance too for $3, I believe. And then this is all of her stuff together when I was paying for it. Of course, I had 6 goblets, and the girl dropped one of them, putting them in my bag, and I dropped one and knocked the stem off of it. So we only ended up with 4 glasses, but I thought they were awfully pretty. And I found this huge basket to put all of her stuff in for, I can't remember what it was. It wasn't very much, but it's huge and it's real heavy, and she can use it for something else. But I was thinking of that big tray towards the back, and then wrap all of her stuff up in tissue paper or pretty papers and stick it in there. And I'm going to have it full. I've already bought her some other stuff for it that's just going to make it beautiful. And I can't wait to give it to her. So I'm going to clean up the basket, and I'll show you all the stuff I'm going to put in it. Then I ran into the Dollar Tree to get some wrapping paper, and I saw these beautiful colors for the kids going back to school, the pencil bags and the folders. And I thought about when I was a kid, everything was pretty blasé and maybe primary colors, basic. They had all these pens that had the smells and the pretty outsides and just pretty and different. And I thought, gosh, when I was a little girl, I would have loved to have gone into a store and seen all these beautiful colors and bright colors and sparkles. Everything like that would have turned me on as a kid. And then, of course, they had a lot of their summer stuff still. And I don't know, the Dollar Tree is just kind of fun to run in there every now and then. And I do buy my tissue paper there because you can get a lot for $1.25. And I ran into TJ Maxx and I saw this beautiful, if I didn't already have about 10 shower curtains that I have thrifted, I would have bought this shower curtain. It was gorgeous. It was a real soft green and taupe. And then, looking around for a shower curtain liner right above it, they had this real soft green shower curtain liner. And I thought, boy, if I didn't already have so many, I would get that. And then I like makeup bags. I thrift all my makeup bags, but oh, they had some beautiful ones. This one was just beautiful. Had all these pretty little flowers and some beads and sequins. It was just absolutely beautiful. And then I was looking, and one of them was pink. And as I was getting ready to take a picture of it, some lady picked it up and took it. So I got the green one and a black one to show you. And I'm looking all through all their bags, and they had this pretty big tote that I like, the blue and cream color, of course. And then they had this, which I always think these would be nice to take in the grocery store and just fill it. But I always have more than that in groceries. And a lot of these bags were on sale. And these were really pretty with the Morris designs, looking like the old Morris wallpaper. I can't remember the full name. William Morris, is it? I'm not sure. We have some of his houses here in our town that are decorated, well, not in our town, but the town my sons live in, that are decorated in his style. And they're just beautiful. I'm going to have to tell you later what that was. And this blue bag was so pretty. And all their bags were really reasonably priced, but I have several tote bags that I've thrifted, and I've purchased a few at TJ Maxx, but I was just going through the store showing you guys how pretty everything was. And this bag was beautiful, and it was insulated, and it could be used for like a lunch bag. And I thought it was pretty with the blue and white. But I get in these stores and it's awfully tempting for me because I like everything pretty. But since I thrift so much, it's fun to go in and look at these things and get an idea of what I want. And then I find them when I'm thrifting. And of course, I'm going to end with this bag that was so beautiful with the brown background. It looks kind of green here, but it's more brown. And it's got the pink roses and a little bit of gold and cream. Oh, it was so pretty. But I told myself, Marcy, you have plenty of bags. You don't need them. You're showing these to your followers. So enjoy the beauty of that bag. They only had one. That was another reason I thought I should pick it up, but I didn't need it. And then I thought this was a really nice gift idea for someone who gardens. It's a whole garden set. You got the bag with all of your stuff, your little spade and your little clippers and a knee pad, everything you would need. And they had a lot of blue. Now these were plastic martini glasses or tequila glasses. I'm not sure. What are these glasses? They're pretty, but these were plastic. And then these next ones that have the dots in them, they were glass and they were absolutely beautiful stemware. And of course I have plenty of that, but I thought I'd show them to you. And then this pretty picture, I think it was plastic. And then they had a lot of strawberry stuff. I was telling you before how they're on a strawberry and cherry kick at these stores, and they still have a lot of it. And then I saw these. They had them in teacups. They had them in stemless wine glasses. And they had them in wine glasses. And I thought they were so pretty. And I was looking at them and I was getting real nostalgic. And as I was taking these pictures, and I thought, oh my gosh, I know what I'm thinking of. As I'm looking at them, my mind's going back to Milford, Illinois when I was a little girl. And my mom had this set. And my babysitter had this set. And I've loved them for years. The vintage orange juice jugs and glasses. Oh my gosh, we used them all the time. I found these online being sold like on eBay and Mercari and different places. But this is one thing that I never find at the thrift stores. I'm always looking, but I think if they are at the thrift stores, they get snatched up immediately because people have such fondness for them. They're just so delicate and pretty and just a memory. I mean, I guess I could go on one of these eBays and Mercari and buy some, but I've never found them thrifting. I think I found one glass one time and it had the oranges were almost completely scratched off. But they are such a memory of my childhood, and these other glasses at TJ Maxx really reminded me of them. And think about it. Even though these are brand new, they'll be a memory for someone else 30 or 40 years from now, and they'll be looking for these in a thrift store. And then I think to myself, our thrift store is going to be around forever. Surely they will, because people are always going to be getting rid of stuff, right? Please tell me they'll be around forever. And then this was at Goodwill. They had several Halloween items that had been donated from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross and places like that. But as I was going into the stores, this is Dollar Tree, everything is fall already. They had fall stuff at Dollar Tree. They had Christmas stuff at some of the stores. And then this was in TJ Maxx. They had a lot of candles and a lot of Halloween decorations, which I have plenty of Halloween decorations, but all of their fall candles. And they put them on these glass shelves. I'm surprised they don't break. And then in the free bin, I found these two plates with roses on them, and I purchased them. I think I'm going to hang them in that little bedroom above the nightstand or above the desk. I thought they were so pretty, or I'll use them for luncheon plates. I just couldn't pass them up for nothing. And then this little cup was all by itself in the free bin, and I picked it up. I see where they take like a rope or heavy twine, and they hang them from a tree, so they're tilted a little bit, and they put birdseed in them. But I don't think I'm going to use it for that. I think I'm just going to enjoy it. It's so pretty. It's in my kitchen window. And then I picked these up at the thrift store the other day. I use these a lot to hang plates. And these are hard to find. And if you do find them, they're $4 and $5 a piece. I know the last time I found them, I got them at Hobby Lobby. And I think they were $4.99 a piece. And then we go to this dime store in Rockville, Indiana, and I find them in there. And they're $3.99 and $4.99 a piece. So when I found them for 99 cents, I snatched them both up. And there was another one, but it was huge, and it would have been for a huge, huge platter, and I didn't think I would ever use that, so I just got these two. But when I see them at a thrift store, I pick them up. And then I know I told you my pie safe in my kitchen. I have 2 shelves just full of miniatures because I wanted to put all my miniatures behind glass in a cabinet. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but when you look at the cabinet from across the room, it looks real cluttery and you can't really tell what's in it, and I don't like it. That cabinet is red and it has 2 glass doors. And I've decided that I don't want these miniatures in there. I want my dishes that were Rosie's, the Red Rooster dishes. So, I have another glass cabinet in my office, and it's got some dishes in it now, but not a lot. So I'm thinking about moving all these miniatures over to that glass cabinet in my office and putting Rosie's dishes in this pie safe. That's my plan. I just think with the color of the pie safe and all these dishes, I've kind of got them stacked everywhere on different cabinets because they're everywhere. I have so many, so I think they're going to look real pretty in there. And then I was at Brad's yesterday, and bless his heart, those sunflowers that I planted were not the tall 6-foot sunflowers. They're the shorter ones, 4 and 5 feet. But they're all facing his house. They're not facing the road like I was hoping they would. But he's over the moon that they've all bloomed, and he's so proud of them. There's a few around the side. I think he has like 26 altogether, and the others haven't bloomed yet, and they look like they might be getting taller. So these are facing his house, and the people driving by on the road don't get to see him. But he's real happy with them, and they are just beautiful. And then I had forgotten I had planted some dahlia bulbs that someone gave me last year, and I kind of forgot all about them, and they bloomed yesterday, and they're very pretty. They're a real dark burgundy red, and they're smaller. They're probably about 5 inches in diameter. And my dinner plate dahlia did not come back this year. I had a yellow one that a man gave me like 25 years ago, and it's bloomed every year, and this year it did not bloom. I was really disappointed, but maybe they go 25 years and then they'll bloom anymore. I don't know. And this plant is getting ready to bloom a lot more, and I can't wait. And this is one of my sunflowers out front, and it's being strangled by morning glories, but that's okay. They'll just bloom all the way up that sunflower. And this is the big basket that I got from my friend, and I will be filling it up this week, and I'll show you as I go how I decorate her basket. I'm real excited about it. I think this is her first apartment, and I just want to give her some joy in a basket and hopefully help her get her apartment all going. And if she allows me to, I'll film it all so you guys can see. And my husband and I got up today and did a little bit of mowing. It's really super hot. Went to our son's and got hot. It was just hot everywhere we went. And then you go in the stores and there's all this fall stuff and Christmas stuff, and you're like, I'm ready for fall. So I've got a few things to show you in the next video pertaining to that. And another thing I want to show you that I saw on the internet from a YouTube girl, and I went and got it. And I love you from the bottom of my heart.